Good evening, guys. Tonight we're going to do a quick lemon chicken. You could do it with thighs or drumettes, whatever you got in the fridge. I like to do it with drumettes because that's what I was taught by my friend in Vegas, and then we'll serve it over some pasta. First thing you do, once you put the drumettes or the thighs in the bowl, is we're going to go ahead and sprinkle some onion powder, garlic powder, not too much because we're going to have garlic in there. This has to have a lot. This is Italian seasoning. You should have enough to coat it where all you see is the Italian seasoning. Okay? And then some pepper, black pepper, and basil. Some basil in there. And then just kind of toss it around. Okay. The next thing, of course, is a little bit of salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Get this. Bruce's salt and pepper. I already put the pepper. Sorry. Just a little salt, not too much. Why? Because we're going to use butter later. Okay, so why I do the chicken right away is because it's supposed to sit in a little bit of wine. And it's any Chablis. I just got this Livingston. They really didn't just have Chablis Blanc, but any type of Chablis. Alright, you put it in there. And like I said, you can use thighs, guys, or drumettes. Okay? I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of lemon pepper. Not too much. Just saying how much, I don't know. You know, I don't measure. Just sprinkle a little bit. 2 or 3 sprinkles. Especially for that little bit. It's just me and Bruce. And you know, I have to use my hands. And I don't use any measuring things. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, it looks pretty good, but I think it needs more of the Italian seasoning. This is what it looks like in the wine. Italian seasoning, lemon pepper. Okay, so now I'll let it sit there for 15 minutes. What's the next thing I do? Next thing I do is I'm going to slice up garlic. Don't be chintzy on the garlic. This one you don't have to mince it, just slice it thin. There we go. I don't know how much is here. I just took some cloves. It has to be enough to cover your pan. You could use a metal pan. I'm using this glass pan of Bruce's. Will work well. Okay. I think that's about enough garlic. And if I use it all, fine. If not, I'll save it. Okay. Alright, you guys, you know that I can't cook without drinking some wine, so I'm drinking some 14 Hands here. It's pretty good. It's a cab. Nothing too expensive. It's good. 14 Hands. So I'm drinking that. Salud. Alright, let's continue this. So now I'm going to grease up my pan. Let me show you guys how much garlic I cut. There it goes. You slice it in slices. And I might not need all of it. But here we go. The important thing is whatever pan you're using to make those, to make the chicken, you're going to grease up your pan with real butter. No margarine. Real butter. This is unsalted. But if you have salted, you can use that. No big deal. I have no music playing because I didn't want it to interfere. Because there's a few things going on in the kitchen. The dishwasher, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to show you how much butter should be in there. You should be able to not see it? It's all butter. Okay, so I greased up my pan. Now I'm ready for the next step. Take the garlic you guys sliced up thin and lay it all on the bottom of the pan. Like I said, you never can have too much garlic, so don't worry about how much. I used about 6 garlic cloves and chopped them up really thin. That's what it's supposed to look like. Now you're ready to layer your chicken, but I'm not ready for that yet. Okay guys, I've already greased the pan, you saw. Now I put the garlic in there and just even it all out. Make sure it's all covering the bottom. Now I'm ready to layer the chicken. Your thighs, your drumettes. You don't use really chicken wings, you use the drumettes. So here I am, and just layering any way you want. Just make sure they're on top. These little grubbers. Okay. And make sure they're not layered on top of each other. So if the pan's not big enough, get another pan because they can't be on top of each other. Gotta be spread out. Okay, next step, I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit, now that they're layered, just a little bit of paprika, give it some color. Okay, now I'm gonna pour a little bit, sorry, I got ahead of myself. Yeah, no, I didn't get ahead of myself. I'm going to pour a little bit of this wine sauce that we had the chicken in to almost cover it. Do not cover it. Almost cover it. So I would say halfway, guys. Because you're going to use this sauce for the pasta. All right. I think that's about halfway. A little bit more here. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to squeeze real lemon in here. And you're going to say, how much? Well, I'm going to use one whole lemon. I already cut it in half. It gets the juice in there. Really good. Let's do another. I got an extra one here, but don't put the other, just put one lemon juice in there. Don't use, fresh is best. Okay? And if you think you're going to need more lemon, because you want more lemony taste, you'll test that 30 minutes after it's been cooked. So what I do is I take this and baste it. Get the lemon in there. You could have put it in there too. I don't know why I did it. I did it this way. But anyway, you're going to take it out in a half hour and turn it around and taste it. At this point, I think it needs a little bit more lemon. So that was right. 1 lemon and a half. Okay, squeeze that. Okay, at this point, I'm looking at it and I think I like a lot of garlic and a lot of seasoning. There it is, you guys. There's the seasoning, right? It's covering it. And I want a little bit more paprika to give it color. Now we're going to cover it up. I did preheat my oven, 375. Bake. Once it was ready, it already beeped. I'm going to cover it up. And you're going to cook these wings for an hour. But the first half hour, you're going to cover it. Second half hour, excuse me, you'll take the foil off so you get a little bit crispy and nice color. Okay guys, I just took the chicken out of the oven. Remember, we put it in there for 30 minutes with the foil. And at this time is when everybody needs to make sure it's perfect to their flavor of the salt, lemon. So what I do is I kind of move the chicken around, okay? All right. Turn the brown side down and the side that's not brown. Okay, so now, oh, this is not a good thing to taste it with. Hey Bruce, I'm out of wine. I need more wine. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be hot, so wait. Blow on it. Okay, at that point, it does not need any more. Definitely does not need any more lemon. It's very lemony. But it does need a little bit more butter to cut out some of that lemon. It's a little bit too lemony for me. Okay, so at this point, kids, we're ready to put it back in the oven for the last 30 minutes. Okay? And I just put 2 gobs of extra butter there. Nothing else. No salt, no pepper. Really, that's what you do if you want later on, but I usually don't salt. Any more salt.
2, 1, go.
Chicken went back into the oven now without the foil for now 30 minutes. So we'll put it in there and we start. First 30 minutes covered with foil. Then you take it out, taste it to see if you need salt or more lemon or less lemon, more butter, and then you put it back in for the last 30 minutes with no cover. Okay guys, now once you put the chicken back in without the foil for the last 30 minutes, you can start boiling your water. Put a little salt in there. and we use whatever pasta. I was taught to use linguine with this recipe, but you can use the skinny spaghetti. That's it for right now. Okay, so the chicken is done. Last 30 minutes, that's how it should look. As you can see, we got a nice sauce there, with kind of reduction sauce now. And the chicken is kind of browned. And I already put my pasta in. You could use, like I said, you can use linguine, you can use the thin spaghetti or regular spaghetti, but that is what's recommended. You can't use angel hair because when you put the sauce in the chicken, it'll break the angel hair. The angel hair is very delicate. You only would use that with some type of clams or just shrimp, but you wouldn't use it for this. Okay, guys, the pasta's done, so I'm putting it back in the pot after I strained it. Then, all you're going to do, guys, is take your chicken that you cooked and all the sauce and the garlic, of course. If you don't like garlic, go home. That's my motto. Okay, you guys, so there it is. Now we're ready to put it in the bowl and everybody can plate up their own dish, or you can ready to plate up. Bruce, what would you like? For me to plate it up or put it in a big bowl? Right, okay. So there we go. Now, at this point, you guys, Bruce doesn't like spicy, but at this point, this is when you put the hot crushed red peppers. And not a lot, just a little bit. And if people want more, they can put more. And then a little bit of Romano Parmesan. Okay? Now we stir this up. And we're going to be ready to plate it up here, guys, and everybody can serve themselves when we put it on the plate. You can shut it off. Sorry. Guys, so there's the finished product. Lemon chicken over linguine. And I got the extra sauce. I put it in a separate bowl for people who don't like it too saucy. And now I'm going to plate my food up, you guys. And of course, Bruce doesn't have the right gadget, so here we go. Maybe I'll plate this up for my sweetie first. Okay, you guys, this is how it should look. Bam. You know, 2 or 3 drumettes to the dish. And at this point, oops, no tools here. I like to go ahead and put a little extra sauce on top, you guys. Like I said, this is almost become a reduction sauce. If you want more sauce, he'll put more sauce. Okay, Bruce, dinner done. No, I'll let you. Oh, you want me to try it? Well, I haven't served myself. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna. Okay, you guys, I'll put a little bit there.
And I haven't said a word in this entire video. But the one thing we add to this is a hard roll of your favorite kind. We've got Chicago rolls,
From Publix.
buttered Chicago rolls. Get it from your favorite bakery or wherever you get it.
Because you want to take it
for the sauce
and dip it in the sauce.
Dip it in the sauce.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and try
We're
it.
done. Go ahead. You're going to try it. And then I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut this thing off because I want to eat.
Okay. And I like extra hot crushed peppers.
Oh,
I
now
like
you already put
spicy
some.
stuff.
All right, hit it.
That's what I do. And then I'll give you guys, without tasting the chicken, just going straight to the pasta. Delicious.
Thanks for joining us on Older and Bolder Cooking with Liz time. And we hope you'll try this out. Let us know. Drop us a comment. See if it worked out for you. Ask any questions. And you guys stay safe out there. And thanks for joining us on the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll, if you like these cooking segments, let us know. We'll do more. All right. Laters. I'm going to go eat.